Hey guys, David from PassTheGuitar.live here, and welcome to another tutorial. Today, we're gonna go over all you need to know about this incredible tool, the Capo. From what it is and how to properly place it on the guitar to some of the reasons why you would choose to use it. So make sure you have one with you while you're watching this video. And if you are ready, let's waste no more time and dive right in. Let's start by defining what a capo is. And basically, a capo is a clamping device used on the neck of a string instrument, in this case an acoustic guitar, to transpose and shorten the playable length of the fretboard, hence raising the pitch. In other words, it means that a capo will make the sound of the guitar higher. Well, let's use an example here. I'm gonna play an E major basic shape chord all the way here in the beginning of the neck. Now I'm gonna place a capo on the 5th fret and play that same E major shape chord. As you can hear, the second chord sounds higher in pitch than the first one. And it also sounds like a different chord than E major. In this case, it sounds like A major. The next step is to go over how to properly place the capo on the neck. And we're gonna do that the same way that we do with our fingers. We're gonna place it inside the fret next to the fret bar closest to you. In my case, the one on the right. So I'm gonna place here my capo on the 3rd fret, and as you can see, the capo is very close to this fret bar here. Hence, I get a pretty clean sound. Some of you may be asking what happens if the capo is further that way. Well, if we move the capo all the way towards the other side, we get a lot of buzzing, and that is the same thing that happens with the placement of our fingers. So make sure you have your capo as close as possible to the fret, on my case, on the right. If you're left-handed, on your left. Well, now that we got this here, we get a clean sound. The other question that I got asked once for one of my students was if she could place the capo from the bottom to the top. And the answer is pretty clear. Yes, you can. It functions the same way. However, because we place our hands on the neck from the bottom to the top, when we play close to the capo, this bulky area of the capo will get on the way of your hand as you're trying to move here. If you decide to do some side movement, you're gonna find yourself pushing the capo, right? The capo is getting on your way. So because of that, the best way to place the capo on the neck is from the top down. That way, you still get the clean sound and you have room to maneuver around. And look at that, my hand is even past the capo. Next, we have to talk about the different types of capos you can find out there. I have here on my hand one made by Diodario. This model is very common. Super nice because this area here provides a nice grip. It's easy to grab and place it and move around. Even take it out and place it on the headstock. And quickly grab it back and bring it on the neck. Nice, right? Well, I have another one here, a smaller one made by Shub. As you can see here, very nice mechanism. You literally just push behind here and it clamps in place. And notice that it has a much smaller footprint and you can actually maneuver around it a lot easier. I'm gonna place the other capo side by side so you can see the difference. Look, there is a lot more footprint here. you would choose to use a capo for different reasons. For example, I like to use the Diodario ones if I'm playing a lot of songs with capo and that I have to move and place the capo in different places many times, because the grip will help me not drop the capo on the floor. And I like to use the shub if I don't have to capo many songs. I get a smaller footprint here, so it's a lot easier to play around. The other thing we have to talk about is the adjustable spring mechanism that you find in certain capos. If you have one of these, make sure that you find the sweet spot. If you make it too loose, it won't clamp good enough and the strings will end up buzzing. If you have it too tight, it will press on the strings too hard and make your guitar sound out of tune. And these are just two of the many capos you can find out there. I'm providing a list in the description of this video with some of the most common capos you can find that you can choose from. I hope you guys are enjoying this tutorial, and if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, click on that bell, and like this video. And if you have any questions, suggestions, or requests for any type of content you would like to see us covering in this channel, leave us a comment and we'll be happy to reply. And now that we covered what a capo is, how to properly place it, and even the many different types of capos you can find out there, it's time for us to take a look at some of the reasons why you would choose to use a capo. And the first one is the most well-known reason. You would use a capo to avoid bar chords or to play a song with simpler chords. Let's use Purple Rain by Prince as an example. The song was originally recorded in the key of B flat, so I would have to play a B flat here, bar chord, and then followed by a G minor, bar chord. After that, an F major, bar chord, and an E flat, bar chord. Tough, right? Even myself, I've been playing the guitar for over 20 years. I would easily decide to use a capo. And nothing against bar chords, not that I can't play. Bar chords have a purpose. And here I would rather play other shape chords so I can embellish certain things. So I'm gonna place the capo on the 3rd fret. And now I can play the same song in the same key by use a chord set from the key of G major. So I'm going to use G major, and G major sounds like B flat here. E minor will sound like G minor. The D major shape will sound like F major. And the C major shape will sound like E flat major. The other well-known reason why you would choose to use a capo is to transpose a song and not have to change the chords that you're using. For example, I came up with this melody in the key of A major. Do, 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 do. Pretty low, right? Well, I want to keep these chords, I want to play the same chords, but I need to bring the key up. So I'm going to use the capo, and I'm immediately going to go to the 3rd fret because it felt too low. But you don't have to. You can actually go to the 1st fret and try every single fret until you find a key that suits your voice. Let's see what happens here. Feels so much better, but I still think I can bring it up a little bit. So I'm just gonna move the capo to the 4th fret. Feels great. I think I can still go up a little bit, but it is fitting my voice really well at where the capo is right now. And I'm still playing the same shapes of A major and D major. However, my A major now sounds like C sharp or D flat, and my D major shape now sounds like F sharp or G flat. And that's one of the main reasons why singer-songwriters love a capo, because they can play the chords that they love using and they can adjust by using the capo the key of the song so it can better suit their voices. Another reason why you would choose to use a capo is if you're looking for a specific sound or playing genres that use specific set of chords because of the lines and sounds that are used on that genre. So for example, if I played some bluegrass or country music in the key of A major, it sounds nice and it sounds right, there's nothing wrong with that. But I would choose to put the capo on the 2nd fret and now use the chord shapes of G major that will sound like A and C major that will sound like D. And with those, I'm gonna get some of the licks that I like to use in these genres right under my fingers. And that's a wrap for this tutorial. I hope this video was able to help you understand a little bit more about this incredible device. And now you can see that there is a world of possibilities with a capo. And what we covered here is just the tip of the iceberg. We also would love to hear from you guys if there is any other reasons you use a capo for that we didn't cover in this video. Let us know in the comments. My name is David Cordero and I'll see you guys on another video.